Hi people, it's Angie again. I think this is part 3 of The Field. And for those that don't know, it's an amazing play and film, The Field by John B. Keane. And to non-Irish people, it might not make a lot of sense, but the land is sacred to the Celts. And we'll just see, my eyesight's bad. Right, somebody made a very good point. They said, who put those pylons in your father's field, and how much, if anything, is being paid for that? There's another pylon. Let's see if I can go bigger. Yeah, there. See about where that pylon is in the middle? That's about where I originally obtained planning permission. My father pledged me 4 acres of land, and I applied for planning permission about there. It got turned down, and then on appeal I won, based on including that they tried to say, because I grew up in England and Gibraltar and Germany and wherever, that I didn't have enough local connections to the area. And I highlighted the fact that Charlie Haughey, an ex-prime minister, had been allowed to build on the Aran Islands despite having no connections whatsoever to the Aran Islands, and I won. So sadly, there's my house that I designed and got planning permission for on appeal, and it got sold by my father for over $250,000 because I was too embarrassed to make him put it in writing. So yeah, where that bloody electricity pole is. So I got a copy of my father's will a couple of days ago. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll know that. And a quarter of this field is mine, so just short of an acre. And an acre of land is a lot. I mean, even though it's pathetic out of 65, but to a lot of people, an acre of land in rural Ireland is huge. Like, you'd usually buy a site, you'd only get a third of an acre. So I'm rejoicing that my sisters didn't manage to get my dad to change his will, and all he's got left is a 3.7 acre field, equally share and share alike, it says in the will. It's so old fashioned, it's cute. So I could literally mark off 3/4 of an acre or whatever anywhere in this field, and it's mine. And I could park substantial mobile home and then reapply for planning permission, because Meath County Council absolutely know that I got robbed of my original house. My father told them I'd gone back to America and that he and my mum wanted to move in there. And Meath County Council and Trim Circuit Court were going to back me in a court case, and I just felt too ashamed. I think 2 days before the circuit court hearing, I backed out. I just said I can't stand up in front of my 85-year-old father, as he was at the time, and claim, lay claims against him of fraud and all the rest of it. But Meath County Council, they know. So part of me has a dream still, to fence off an acre, or the best part thereof, and build a little bungalow to retire in. Like my imagined grave beside the family, beside the posh family grave plot. But is it healthy for me to just want the crumbs off the table? Sorry, my hand is shaking. Is it healthy for me to anticipate my old age, 2.5 miles outside the town on an acre of land in the countryside where my sister apparently hates me. And I appear to her as a thorn in her side. The other thought that occurred to me was to, I put my house in the town up for sale and could conceivably afford to buy the bungalow that Sharon abandoned and went back to England and sold to Anne-Marie to give my father so she could get the farm. And then she said, no, I didn't sell it. I only gave it for lifetime occupancy. So she still holds the deeds. But it occurred to me, instead of trying to get planning permission and build a whole new house and all that entails, should I just try and buy Sharon's bungalow? Well, it's not Sharon's, it's Dad's, but she never gave him the deeds. And then I thought, I don't think I could be happy in a home where my sister, in my opinion, was murdered. My mother was tortured. And my father threatened to burn it down because of Sharon not handing the deeds over. There's so much history in the fields I feel free in, even despite those boholoins. That looks like a circle of death to me, those boholoins. Ragwort. But I don't think I could be happy in the bungalow. The other alternatives, I could go to Tipperary and try and rescue the derelict home place of my great auntie Kate and my great uncle Ger in the Glen of Ahalow. Or I could just stay where I am in the town, or fuck off back to England. So just praying for wisdom. And meanwhile, Ruby hasn't got a care in the world. Right, God bless. And if you have any feedback, please write it in the comments, people. Ruby!